You right guys, so today we're going to be grilling up an awesome piece of meat. It's known as the Wagyu of pork, Iberico Secreto. We're going to be grilling it up two ways. Cannot wait, let's go. So it stands to reason that this stuff is absolutely known as the Wagyu of pork. I mean, look at the marbling on that, it's unbelievable. You definitely won't find this in your average butchers. I got this online from John Davidson's in the UK. There's lots of specialist butchers in the UK that will supply this, so go and get you some. This pork you can actually have medium rare, but I'm not going to do that today. So these pigs are fed on acorns. They go into the fields grazing naturally. They go from 60 kilos up to 150 kilos per pig, and I think it's up to 15 kilos a day of acorns that they consume, and that adds to the flavour of the meat and obviously contributes massively to this marbling. Right, let's get into this. Oh yes, and this fat renders down at room temperature. It is absolutely like Wagyu. I've had Wagyu A5 and this looks and feels exactly the same in that respect. So what we're going to do with one of these, we're going to grill one up as it is. The other one we're going to do a pinwheels. I'm loving this at the moment. This is Tuffy Stone's umami rub. You could just add salt, pepper and a little bit of garlic powder, but I'm going to add this today. Just going to go a nice light sprinkling, flip it. Okay, so I'm just going to flatten one of these out a bit. I mean, I'm not tenderising this in any way, shape or form. You really don't need to tenderise this, but it will become apparent in a minute why I've done this. Okay, so I've got some salami and some spicy chorizo. Then I've got some oak smoked peppercorn cheese. Then what we're going to do is roll it up. Snap that bit off there because it's just going to melt out otherwise. Don't judge my butchery twine skills. Okay, so there you have it. It's not as uniform as I'd like it to have been, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So today we're going to be cooking on a Weber kettle. We're going to be using Whitlam Flame lumpwood charcoal. Okay, so we've got the coals up to temp. We're just going to stick that almost in the middle, just offset of the coals. We're going to give it a good 10 minutes and then we'll check on it, turn it, twist it and all that business. I'm going to put a bit of cherry on there just to give it a little kiss of smoke. So I've got the bottom vent a quarter open, top vent just about half. And basically we've got the vent open this side, so we're drawing all that heat and a little bit of kiss of smoke through and up and over. So we're drawing that across that meat. Okay, so can you hear that sizzle? That is that fat rendering down. Fat means flavour. So let's have a look. We've been about 10 minutes now. We're just going to spin it around. Oh yes. As I say, you can have this medium rare, but I'm not going to go down that road. Okay, so we've been running it a good half hour now, 10-15 minutes either side. Just going to roll it over now. Smelling absolutely amazing, and that is no joke. So I'm just going to move it slightly closer to the coals. You can see there the amount of fat that's come out of this is unbelievable. I can't believe my butcher twine's holding up. So yeah, we're going to keep going. About another 10-15 minutes, then I'll put those other two pieces to each side just to let them get up to temp, sear them off over that coal. Okay, so we're going to put these other bits on quickly now. As I say, we get them up to temp. I just had to top the charcoal up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to turn it again now. Oh, look at that. Look at that crust it's forming. Okay, so we're going to take this, let it rest now while we sear these off. Gonna have to be super quick with these because they're gonna char very quickly. Amazing. Look at that. Got to be so quick. I mean, look at it. Look at the fat dripping off that. Literally just having to kiss it. Well, I'm not going to go any further than that because that's just going to burn otherwise. Superior. Okay, we're now going to let all of that rest, and then we're going to give it a try, see what it's like. Okay, so we've let this rest 10 minutes now. Let's slice into it, see how we did, give it a nice taste test. To be honest, this actually does smell like I've just grilled up a couple of beef steaks, and what they say about it tasting like beef, I don't know yet, but it sure does smell like it. Oh, look at the juice. Look at the juice on that. See, that cheese has melted in there. It's stayed in there as well, which is really awesome. Cannot wait to try this. Try the steak. You tell me that's not juicy, as in super juicy. You do not know how hard it was to let this rest for a good 10 minutes and not bite into it. I was so tempted, so tempted. Anyway, right, let me try a bit of this. Yep, that is absolutely amazing. Oh my God. Let's just cut into this big bit, see if we got any medium and going on, but I don't think we did. As I say, I want to get my wife to try this, so I had to cook it so it wasn't medium rare. I mean, check that out. That is honestly amazing. Got a crust on there. It does actually taste like beef steak. It really does. That char smoky flavour. Oh, you can't beat that. Oh, okay, so I got to confess that this idea came from TFTI Barbecue, Tony. See his reel. I follow him. I've followed him for quite a while. Awesome guy, great creator. I see this because I was looking for something a little bit different to do, and I saw this and I just had to copy it to a T. You know, normally I like to put my own twist on things or do things out of the box for myself, but just wanted to try that because it looked amazing. So, okay, let's give it a go. As Tony would say, that's money. That cheese works really well with that. You got the smoky flavour from that little bit of kiss of smoke from the outside. It actually gained a bit of a char. Absolutely amazing. I've got to say that's one of my most favourite cooks to date, and that is genuine 100%. And it's not that expensive either. It's not mental money for what it is. I mean, if you was to buy Wagyu steak, just a bit that big would cost you triple, quadruple what this whole lot's cost me. Oh mate, that is good. That is really good. Flavour wise, everything. That crispiness on the outside gives it a little bit of a bacon flavour. You got the cheese in there. Melts in your mouth. Okay guys, with that being said, hope you liked the video. Go cook something exceptional, and I'll see you when I see you. Cheers. If you're going to get Wagyu steak, try this first, honestly, genuinely. Oh, better get some to Emma. Boys at work are going to love this.